live look at Hard Rock Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Houston Cougars and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, this is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Guys?
All right, Holly. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. It's Fletcher. Breaks into the open. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to pass. It's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. And he almost had a pick. Let's talk for a second about Houston. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, when we talk Miami and their ability to throw it, it all starts and ends with Ncaa27 and what he did on some of the biggest stages a year ago as a true freshman, right? He just had that game-breaking speed. You just want to find ways to get this young player the football because he's a home run waiting to happen. They've got a lot of other talent surrounding him, but he is the focal point of their ability to throw on the route.
And I can't tell you how impressed I was with him. And not just catching the football, not the short stuff, the long stuff, the blocking, like the consummate pro. That kid came in as a freshman and looked like he was a 21-year-old veteran. Like, I can't wait to watch his steps to see if he continues to grow and get better. Because the start was at a high level, as in one of the best in all of college football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
That's an awesome job by the defense there, sniffing out the screen, reading the body language of the running back. They were not fooled, and they knocked it away.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Running inside, it's Hughes. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On the run, it's Sanford. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Henderson. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sanford. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Escapes the pressure to his right. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! They got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Henderson. They're all over him. And they got him.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws it deep. Makes the catch down the right side. He's loose. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Houston.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football game.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quick give. It's Fletcher. Enough to move the chains. At the 40, there he goes. Smashes ahead. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Hurricane. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Sanford. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Grab behind the line. It's Sanford. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down for the offense.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Unloads it left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. He had the speedster loose and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it or in this case way too much on it and overthrow the speedster.
Second down to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for makes the grab in their space. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for the edge. Quick toss. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Ncaa to throw. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Scanning the field is Henderson. He lobs one high down the left side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Kings offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The run to the right. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And I know that wasn't a big gain, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
The give to the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Drops back. It's Henderson. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here, nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Making the adjustment. Ncaa. Rush right in his face. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Number 91, set to kick it away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. throwing. Ncaa blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Hits inside. It's Fletcher. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. He's now over 2 bills from scrimmage, and those kind of numbers will put some life in your wallet.
And some life into this Miami fan base that's hungry. They want winners, man. They want to find guys and superstars that they can rally behind.
Sends it downfield. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Canes. The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Moving the pocket, it's Henderson. Makes the grab down the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Setting up the screen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys. He's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him. And that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Miami! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was good. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tells to run, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Look out. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one, no problem. QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're...
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Snapped on fourth down. Left side is Young. Lots of running room. Touchdown Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Just got rid of that one.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. A strike downfield. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 14 team, the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Commodores sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Wigman. Right side, it's Hughes. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Gain of 15. And that's good enough for a first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The run inside. It's Hughes. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. The catch is made, but he's beyond the sideline, so they'll turn it over on down.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Got his man. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Off play action. Out wide right, it's Lofton. Snags it, and there's running room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's changing the play. Here's Ncaa to throw. Pulls it in. Turning it on. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 20th of the season.
Dude, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Maybe a crease. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Sets his feet. It's Wegman. They'll run the screen. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. In traffic, it's Walker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Pulls it on the option. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Wigman. Going to throw it deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. At the end of a play, there is an injured Houston player on the field. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Breaks into the open. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game with the lead, you want to keep doing that. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25 late in the season.